Whatever it is you're trying to do, my advice for you is to just start. You know, the problem with humans is that humans tend to procrastinate, man. They tend to find an excuse for not starting that project, not starting towards that goal, not leaving the house and going on that journey because they have an excuse. There's a reason why I haven't done it yet. I'm not ready. You'll never be ready. Wake up. So I'm here to tell you, just start. Just start. Everything has a beginning and an end. If you want to become a content creator, you know, and I'm going to make this about content creation because it's the easiest thing to choose, but it goes for any other goal you have as well. Just start, you know. You don't need to have everything ready before you begin. A lot of people, they don't ever start on their hero's journey because they don't have the tools, or they think that they don't have the tools. They're not the Bilbo Bagginsons. Bilbo Baggins didn't leave the house with the one ring. He didn't leave the house ready to go on an adventure. You'll never leave. You'll never go on your adventure. You'll never go on your hero's journey if you wait till you have all of the tools necessary to do it. You need to leave now. Go out, start your goal. You know, goes for content creation as well. When I started content creation, I didn't have the fancy camera I have right now. I started off with the cell phone. Use the tools that you have available to you. You know, the problem is that everybody wants to have everything perfect from the get-go. You're not going to be able to start off if you wait until you have everything perfect. Or you'll start off when the trend is already done. You need to go now. You need to move fast. Stop procrastinating. You'll get better once you start. That's the other thing. A lot of people worry about failing, right? Failure is one of your subconscious biggest fears. Oh, what if I do it and nothing happens? Well, who cares if nothing happens? Look, this video I'm making right now is probably going to get 0 views. It's probably going to get 3 viewers. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I did it. I woke up. I didn't take a shower, for the record. I woke up, I jumped on here, and I made the video. That's all that matters. And tomorrow I'll jump on and I'll make the video again. And the day after that, I'll jump on and I'll make the video again. And every single day that I do that, I will get better at doing it. I will get more efficient. I will become a better speaker. You know, it doesn't matter if you fail at first. Fail, fail, fail. Keep on going. Try again. You'll get better. You'll get stronger. You'll get more efficient. You'll get funnier. You'll get more interesting. You'll have better stuff to say, more stuff to say. A lot of content creators, you know, I have a friend who's a content creator. And I'm going to give him his props and say he's a content creator, even though he's just started down that path. And he tells me, oh, Scott, I don't know what kind of content to make videos about. Bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Find yourself while you're on the journey, you know? Like any journey, it will change you. You'll go out that door, you'll walk down the path, and before you know it, you'll be a new person. You'll be a different person. You'll be an improved person. Stop worrying about making everything perfect and stop worrying about what other people think of you. There will always be detractors. There will always be haters. There will always be people that point and laugh and say, oh, this guy's making a fool of himself. This guy is a nobody. This guy is a loser. It doesn't matter what they think. Do it for yourself. You need to just start. You know, if you're not thick-skinned enough to go out and start working on your project and have people look and laugh, point the finger and say, this guy is wasting his time, then maybe it's not the path for you. You know, not everybody is destined for greatness. I'm convinced that some people are just generic NPCs that will never accomplish anything in their life. Why? Because they're afraid. They're too afraid of what other people will think. They're too afraid of what other people will say. They're too afraid of failing. If you're afraid of failing, then GG's, wrap it up, go home, clock out. This life is not for you. I'm telling you right now. If you're afraid of failing, then there's no hope for you. You need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You need to not care what other people think. You need to go out there and conquer, you know? And when you succeed, When you succeed, you'll look back and you won't even remember your failures. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've struggled with something and I've just powered through it. And then I forget what I was even struggling about. You know, the same thing goes with software engineering. For those of you who don't know, I am a software engineer. And there's a lot of things that when I was first learning how to program, I would get stuck on and confused by. And I swear to God, nowadays, I try to think, like, what was this thing that I was so confused about? I can't even remember what it was. The same thing with video editing and the same thing with talking on camera. When I first started making videos, I could never just sit in front of a camera and talk to it like I'm talking to another person like I'm doing now, right? And I still trip up, guys. I still stutter. I still misspeak. You know, you guys can see it in this video right now. But looking back, if I go grab one of the first videos I made and I compare it to the video I'm making right now, there's leagues and leagues of difference between the first video and this video you're watching right now. And why? Because I just started. I just went out there and did it. Practice makes perfect. You know, you can't expect to make your first video and blow up. That's not how this works. That's not how anything in life works. Nothing in life works that way. So why would content creation be anything different? It's practice. It's the hours that you put in. It's the effort that you put in. It's the time that you put in. It's going out there, challenging yourself. You know, human beings literally grow under pressure. Adversity makes you a stronger person, makes you a better content creator, makes you a better performer, makes you a better creator, makes you a better whatever you're trying to do. Without strife, without difficulty, without pressure, without the constant threat of failure, you will never get better. Diamonds are made under pressure. Do you want to be a diamond or do you want to be a hunk of coal? Do you want to be a main character or a side character, or do you want to be a freaking NPC? It's all in your hands. But if you're too afraid to even take the chance, if you're too lazy to even start, if you're waiting for the conditions to be perfect, you will never, ever do the thing. You'll never do the thing. You'll never go out there and try. Oh, I can't start making content because I don't have a $6,000 camera. I don't have a microphone. I don't have lighting. I don't have the computers. Well, then you're never going to get there. Because one thing leads to another, right? And also, if you are the fool who does wait until you have everything that you need. Again, I'm going to use content creation as an example. It's the easiest example to use. You wait till you have everything you need. You have the camera, you have the lights, you have the mic, you have the screens, you have all the stuff. You spent a ton of money on a bunch of equipment, and then you turn that on and you don't have anything to say because you haven't practiced that skill. You haven't put in the time. You haven't honed in on who you are as a person in order to reflect that out into the real world and communicate your ideas efficiently because you were waiting to have all of the equipment. The equipment doesn't make the content. The quality of the content is not dependent on the equipment you use. You could sit in a dark room with your cell phone and just talk to your cell phone, upload that video, and that video might get millions and millions of views. That video might resonate with other people. You know, just a cell phone, no lighting, no microphones, none of that stuff. And that person who starts out with their cell phone, talking to their phone every single day, will get better and better and better at talking to the point where they might attract more and more followers. And that person might get ahead of you, get the millions of followers, and be able to afford the team of editors, be able to afford the most expensive cameras, be able to afford all of the stuff that you were waiting to get. Why? Because they put in the time. They trusted the process. So just go start. Stop waiting. Go start. And while you're starting, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm out.